What is up, my buttery biscuits? Y'all know that every single time that I do a new makeup drops, are they bops or flops, typically it's kind of like a wish list, like things I would purchase if I had a whole bunch of money or if I won like a Sephora gift card. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I do sprinkle in some things that I am skeptical about that I'm kind of like, maybe this would be on my anti-haul. I do have to let you guys know before getting into this video, this is almost like an anti-haul part 2 because I saw these products after I already filmed my anti-haul and I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw them in this video. There's a couple things in here that I'm just like, yeah, no, this would definitely be on my anti-haul list. Actually, to be quite honest with you, out of every month that I've done this is the most products that I am just kind of like, no, about. There's a couple things that I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll buy, maybe I'll want to try, you know what I mean? But there's a couple things that I'm just like, absolutely not. This would have been on my anti-haul. If you guys have not checked out my anti-haul already, I did say that I am going to be doing kind of like a holiday gift guide. I'm going to be doing that in December. I know I was kind of like teeter-tottering against like November, December, and I'm like, no, let me just go ahead and do it in December, because if you guys are like last minute shoppers like me, maybe then it'll help you guys out a little bit more. So I'm going to be doing kind of like a holiday gift guide of like things that I would be purchasing that are specifically holiday gift sets or holiday makeup collections specifically, just letting you guys know. So that'll be coming pretty soon. Anyways, let me not ramble too much. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get into it. One thing that I want to talk about before we get into the actual makeup products, I don't know if you guys had seen, but Adele actually trademarked a beauty brand, and she is going to be coming out with a beauty brand. I do want to get your guys' opinions about that, because obviously I'm going to do a my thoughts and opinions video about it. I love Adele. Like, honestly, y'all, my TikTok is like filled with things that she just does at her concert. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really love her. Y'all, she let this guy like propose to his wife in front of her whole entire show in Vegas. And I was just like, oh, who is going to be able to top that as far as a proposal ever again? I'm just like, it was just so amazing. It was like all in the dark. The stage wasn't lit. He proposed to her and then Adele came out and like sang. I was like, what? You know, I really, really love her, but I do have to say, and I'm just keeping it real, I am not being the gatekeeper of makeup brands. I just am kind of over celebrities coming out with beauty brands. I would rather celebrity makeup artists come out with brands, or even influencers. I just feel like influencers and celebrity makeup artists obviously have so much more passion for makeup, and I just feel like celebrities have this tendency of slapping their names on things, and you don't really see the passion within the packaging and products, and I just don't like that. Obviously, I don't know what Adele stuff is going to look like. Obviously, I don't know what she's coming out with, or even how the quality is, of course, and I will be doing my thoughts and opinions video about it, but I just am curious of your guys' opinion on how you feel about celebrity makeup brands, because I'm kind of getting over it. I'm like, everyone has a beauty brand now. I don't know if you guys remember, it was like the early 2000s or maybe like late 90s. No, I guess I would say early 2000s, that like every single celebrity had a cologne or perfume, and now I feel like it's that way with makeup brands, and I'm like, it's just too much, you know, in my honest opinion. A lot of times, once again, just my opinion, a lot of times I feel like it's a cash grab, and I just don't like that. I'm not saying Adele's gonna be like that specifically, I'm just saying most celebrities overall. Anyways, the first product that I want to talk about right here is from Nimya. I do feel like it has been so long that we have talked about Nimya, to be quite honest with you. I don't remember the last time that we talked about Nimya. Nimya is Nikki Tutorial's makeup brand. I'm trying to think right now, literally, like, I feel like it's been over a year. I remember the last product that she had came out, well, that I talked about anyways, was her eyeshadow palette. But I feel like her brand, if I'm keeping it real, is just really dry, really stagnant, like not much happening over there. I don't see too many people talking about it. I never see people using it, to be quite honest with you. I never see anybody using it. I do always see her like every single, like, I'm trying to find a product right here, every single like tutorial that she does, she'll be like this with one of her products, you know, just like product placement there, which I totally get. She's trying to sell her brand, but I'm like, girl, every single time, like, she'll be doing an eyeshadow tutorial and then she has her moisturizer in there. I'm like, okay, girl, like, you don't need to do all that. But I just feel like, honestly, maybe her brand is just not doing as well as she would hoped it was. Well, now she is coming out with these little blushes right here, and I say little because look, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. These, first of all, look, you guys know how I feel about a cream blush any which way. I feel like, obviously, because this section of my cheek, I always have to use powders, because if I use a cream, it like lifts up my foundation and shows my redness more, and then looks really splotchy. But I just feel like these pots right here, if you guys have ever used a paint pot from MAC, they are very small. Judging by the look of her like hand holding it, and just like, I don't know, the overall look of them, I'm like, it looks like an eyeshadow paint pot. Like, I'm not understanding like how this is a blush. And on top of that too, why do they look so extremely pigmented? Like, extreme, look at those swatches, y'all. I know obviously they're meant to be built up for intensity. I totally get that, but it just looks way too much. And I even did see a TikTok of her using it on her face, and I was like, woo, Whew, that is too much pigment for me. Honestly, y'all, I just feel like it's gonna come across really clownish depending upon who, like if you're an experienced user or not. Say for example, if somebody's barely starting their makeup, they're gonna dip their whole sponge in there or brush and bam, shellac it on, and it's just gonna be way too much. I don't know. I just feel like this product, in my personal opinion too, on top of that too, it looks kind of cheap. And then I don't know, it just looks too pigmented. It looks too like cheap as in the packaging, sorry. And overall, I just don't like it. Like this is something that would be on my anti-haul list for sure. These do retail for $15 if you are interested, but I'm not interested. I kind of don't like them, if I'm being honest. Something that I actually do want to try from a Revlon right here. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've wanted to try anything from Revlon specifically, but they are coming out with a Flex Wear Full Coverage Concealer. This has full coverage finish that's comfortable and breathable with hyaluronic acid to hydrate and help moisturize with vitamin E to nourish skin as it conceals. Non-creasy, non-drying feel, 24-hour wear, 16 lasting shades. Now, I do want to say this, okay? Coming down to Revlon, I don't know if maybe they're like really struggling right now. Maybe they're not doing so well financially, but as we all know, Revlon has been around forever. Like ever since I was a kid, Revlon was around. So why they're coming out with a full coverage concealer in only 16 shades is mind-blowing to me. Honestly, every single time, and I had this conversation with so many people before, they get really confused if they'll see a concealer that only has like 14 shades, but it's meant to be a really light coverage. Obviously, they're going to be more adaptable to several different skin tones, you know, but a full coverage is not going to be adaptable to multiple skin tone. So I'm a little bit tripped out that they are only coming out with 16 shades. That's kind of weird to me. Maybe they're just kind of like testing the formula to see how well it does, and then they're going to come out with a big launch later. But I just feel like a brand like Revlon should be able to come out with at least, I would say at least 24, but realistically, I'm like, come on, at least come out with 30. Do you know what I mean? But overall, I would like to try the formula. I do want to say from the swatches, at least the swatches are a good shade range of each. It's just not enough, especially for a full coverage product. I think that when you're dealing with a full coverage product, you need a lot of shades, only because there's so many different undertones in the world and so many different like skin, you know, tones. So it's just like, it's just not enough in my opinion. Another complexion product that I do want to try, you guys know that I love the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Well, they're coming out with a new one. This one is actually called the Designer Glow Radiant Revitalizing Foundation, and this does have an SPF of 15 in it. So this is what the description says. It says, instant perfect glow, improved skin over time, enriched with Prussian blue pigments, combined with new light reflecting pearls, creates radiance, reduces dullness, silk to skin texture, boosts skin's hydration, locks in moisture, strengthens the skin, and preserves a healthy glow all day. It's actually already available in Asia. It says that it is coming to US soon, and Trendmood did post that she will be keeping us updated about when it comes out. I do want to check this out because y'all know that like the older I get, I love a more radiant foundation. My only problem is that typically when a product says that it's like radiant, it has like a lot of shimmer in it, and I don't really like that. So I'm like, oh, I like a silky type of formula. But I am really curious to know about this formula, especially because I really do love the luminous silk, you know what I mean? I probably will swatch this in store, and if I do like it, I will pick it up and do a review on it. Y'all, another expensive complexion product right here. Okay, y'all know that I'm always complaining about like luxury brands. I just feel like some things like lipsticks and blushes and eyeshadows, they're just ridiculous, you know, but there are some things that are higher end that like luxury brands create that I feel like are not comparable to, you know, drugstore stuff. Like I have been asking for months now if any of you guys have a dupe for the Hourglass finishing veil loose powder, because I adore that powder. It's literally my favorite setting powder, but it's so expensive and so small. It's like $50 for like half the size of like a Huda Beauty loose powder. So I'm like, ugh, but I can't find anything like it from drugstore, from like a cheaper brand, literally nothing. So there are some things that I do think, okay, a luxury brand can make that a, you know, drugstore brand can't. Things like this, I'm very curious to try. Will I purchase this? No. But I do want to try it, y'all. This is from Burberry. It says ultra thin powders with skin protecting ingredients like raspberry stem cell, Vitalit E. It helps control shine and lock your foundation in place while soaking into pores to keep your skin smooth and comfortable all day. Use it as a finishing touch or to touch up. Oh my gosh, let me retry that. Use it as the finishing touch to your routine or just for a burst of hydration. This is what I want to say. I'm a little bit tripped out by this, that it says hydration within a powder, and this retails for $48.50. So it's a setting powder. Well, they're calling it a refining powder that actually is supposed to be hydrating. I'm super curious about this, y'all. Super curious. And on top of that too, I'm really kind of weirded out that they all have that like white shade in the center. I feel like that's weird. So maybe that right there is kind of like the translucent setting powder, and the surrounding area adds just a little tint of coverage. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm really curious about this, and I really want to know what it's like. But damn, $48.50, y'all. Whew, that's expensive, but I'm super curious about it. Another product that I wanted to talk about too that I recently just saw is called the Duck Plump from NYX. These right here are meant to be kind of like a gloss that does plump up your lips. I'm curious about these, but I hate a plumping lip product. Like, I really do. Like, when it has that like over burning sensation, I'm like, ugh. And I think that this is extreme. This is what it says right here. Plumping gloss with spicy ginger in 17 shades for the ultimate injectionless pout. Feel the extreme plumping sensation powered by spicy ginger. 1 transparent shade and 16 high pigment shades. These are $13. So not too bad of a price. Some of the colors I really do like. But I'm just curious to know, like, being that it says that it has spiced ginger in it, does it still have that, like, lip injections type of feel? Lip injections from Too Faced? Yo, I used that a couple times and I'm like, whoa, it's a lot. I don't know. I just don't like that burning feeling on my lips, but I know a lot of people do, but I am curious about those. Next up on the list is the Roady. Y'all, okay, I feel like I'm always talking about these Roady lip treatments. I really want to get one. Once again, if you guys did not see in previous videos, I said, I'm not trying to buy like a $17 lip product and pay like $8 for shipping. Like, I'm just not going to do that. She does have a thing. I want to say if you spend $40, you get free shipping, but I'm like, I don't want to buy a bunch of them, you know what I mean, if I don't know how I like them. But anyways, she is coming out with a jelly bean flavored one that has a pink tint and sparkle to it. This would be on my anti-haul. The reason being is because, say for example, in a like lip treatment, a lip peptide treatment, I'm not going to want shimmer in it. Do you know what I mean? I totally understand how a lot of people out there would love to have shimmer in it because it's like a gloss and a lip treatment in one. But that's just something that I wouldn't be into. I really do like the colors of just her normal ones that add just a little like tint rather than sparkle, in my opinion. So that I would pass on, but still, y'all, as soon as she does like free shipping on any order, maybe I'll try one out, you know, because I'm like, oh, I really do want to try them. Everyone says they love them. The last product on the list right here, y'all, has me feeling like I'm living in a fever dream, okay? This was posted on Trend Mood October 30th. And I don't know if I'm like losing my mind or if this has happened multiple times. Please, someone let me know. Because I feel like this is the first time that I'm genuinely confused about something that have I talked about it? Because I know that I've talked about this before. This right here is a Spectrum Disney Fantasia brush collection. And I feel like I have talked about this before. Like, maybe she did a sneak peek before and I put it in an anti-haul before, because y'all know that I'm always talking about, like, I just don't like colored brushes. I don't know what it is, but whenever the, like, brush, like, the actual brush hairs itself are tinted, I feel like they're cheaper. Like, the quality feels weird and just very bouncy, and any type of product just bounces off your face. As to where you use a regular, like, white or black synthetic brush, that's fine. But, like, I don't know, for some reason, like, blues and pinks and greens, I'm like, no, it just feels weird to me. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but anyways, y'all, this right here would be on my anti-haul list if I did not already put it on my anti-haul list, because I'm like, I feel like I've talked about Spectrum Fantasia before, and y'all know that I'm always saying, it's like, damn, how many Disney collaborations are there out there? I feel like Disney will literally put their name on anything as long as they're making some type of check from it, and I'm like, it's just too much. I just don't like it. Anyways, if you guys are interested, though, the 12-piece brush set retails for $97. The Sorcerer's Hat makeup bag is $75. I don't remember talking about a Sorcerer's Hat makeup bag. That one, to me, I'm like, that looks a little bit new to me. And then they have the Fantasia makeup bundle for $135. So yeah, Spectrum's really expensive, and that's just a no. That would definitely be on my anti-haul list. I'm like, but I feel like I put it on my anti-haul list, y'all. I guess maybe I'm tripping. Anyways, that wraps it up for this video. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.